Mary Ann Thorpe.
Diane Trapasso.
Fidelis Onwubuike.
Tom Welch.
Okay, the agenda is approval of the minutes of January 17th, 2024. At 6:35, we have a public hearing, a special permit, 125 Mashapog Road for Stephen and Rebecca Saluza. At 6:45, we have a determination, 26 Farquhar Road, the Blanchard Family Trust, Charles Blanchard, trustee. At 6:50, a request for a special permit extension for 26 Farquhar Road, Charles Blanchard. Okay, we have the approval of the minutes. Has everyone read over the minutes of January 17th, 2024?
Yes.
Any comments or corrections or anything? Can I have an motion to approve the minutes of January 17th, 2024? Okay. Second. All in favor?
I wasn't here.
Okay, and one abstention. Okay, so, I think we're ready to open up the special permit hearing. Fidelis, you want to read the legal notice, please?
In accordance with the provisions of Mass General Law, Chapter 40A, Section 11, the Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on Wednesday, February 21st, 2024 at 6:35 p.m. at the Center Office Building located at 301 Main Street, Sturbridge, MA 01566, and or by virtual means if circumstances warrant, in accordance with applicable law on the application of Stephen and Rebecca Saluza. The applicant is requesting a special permit pursuant to Article 18, Section 300-18.2, open close parenthesis 2, and Article 11, Section 300-11.1, 11.6 of the zoning bylaw to allow the construction of an 843 square feet attached accessory dwelling unit on the property owned by Stephen and Rebecca Saluza, located at 125 Mashapog Road, in accordance with the plans and applications submitted. The proposed request can be viewed at https://www.sturbridge.gov/zoning-board-appeals/pages/recent filings, or arrangements can be made to view the application packet by contacting the Sturbridge Planning Department at 508-347-2508 or by email at jlacy@sturbridge.gov. Any person interested or wishing to be heard on this proposal should appear at the time and place designated. Members of the public may watch the meeting online via the town's on-demand video broadcast or via cable television on channel 191. It is the intent to have this public hearing in person. However, if circumstances warrant, the board may choose to hold this hearing via virtual or hybrid in-person and virtual means. In the event of a virtual or hybrid meeting, a notice and a link shall be posted on the ZBA website. Please note that the meeting hearing will not be suspended or terminated if technological problems interrupt the virtual broadcast unless otherwise required by law. Signed, Diane Trapasso, Chair, Sturbridge Zoning Board of Appeals.
Thank you. Okay, I just have one question. There wasn't an abutters list in our packet.
Yep, we do have it.
Okay.
And we are now notifying the abutters out of the office and not having the applicant do that,
okay.
consistent with Mass General Law.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So maybe you can present, and then we can go from there after, okay?
Thank you. For the record, Robert Duff, McClure Engineering. I'm here on behalf of the applicant.
Okay, you need to use, you can actually take that off if you need to, it's just for the public that you need the mic.
Maybe not.
I think it comes off, right, okay.
Hello?
No, it's just, it's basically for the audience, not for us, it's for the yeah.
Okay. Again, for the record, Robert Duff, McClure Engineering, Charlton, Mass. We're here, the applicant, Mr. and Mrs. Caluso. We're simply putting an accessory in-law apartment attached to the primary residency. This is done for a family need. You can speak more on that. I just want to go over the quick of the plan. The addition, the house is here, the road, Meshpug Road is on the right as we look at it. The house is right here, and the addition itself, the exterior addition is going to be 480 square feet. The build out with the interior is more like 683, as he said in the ad. So we have filed with conservation because we are within the 200-foot buffer zone. We do have a letter from the agent. We're all set with that. So this is the last piece of the puzzle. Not much to it. This time, any questions? Answer.
I'll just go over the, before we go for questions or anything, the department memos, like you said, conservation, you're all set with conservation. And the Board of Health, they had an inspection done, so it seems
Yeah,
that
we
the
had, the owners had the inspection done and they gave it a clean bill of health.
Right, okay,
The system actually was initially oversized design, with 50% factor. I think that was common for, to take care of the possible garbage grinders, so even with the system's capacity, we have opened it up.
okay. And building has no comments like right now, and then fire, you just have to adhere to the zoning and codes that need to be done for
Building,
the
yeah.
building.
Once we get this done, and we get the petition recorded and all the special permit, at that point, the applicant will go to the building department, pull building.
Right.
For the actual work.
Right, and then, I don't know, Jean, did you want to just give an overall of
Sure.
your report, then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've reviewed the application, and I actually went out to the site and met with the Saluzas. And as mentioned, they are in need of the accessory dwelling unit to help with a family member, so that she can have her own space and to accommodate her needs. And for those of you that went out to the site, you'll know that the accessory dwelling unit will not even be visible from the street. And the architecture proposed will really blend in with their home very nicely. I think they have the kind of perfect situation for this. And these types of situations are exactly what this bylaw was intended to do, is to help people when, they need extra space or extra living quarters for a family member or even for a rental. The proposal meets all of the requirements specified in the zoning. Staff have no concerns. As you've noted, the items that have to be complied with, I'm recommending as conditions of approval, and that's really just that all state and local zoning bylaws, building codes, and regulations be adhered to, all other necessary permits be obtained prior to start of construction, including approval of the Board of Health for use of the septic and well. So even though they have received the documentation, I don't have a final report that they've signed off on that. And that an as-built at the completion be provided to the planning department. Oh, and I'm sorry, I missed number 1. All construction and site improvements shall be in conformance with the plans submitted and approved by the Zoning Board of Appeals. So I have no concerns. I believe it meets all of the criteria, and I would recommend approval.
Okay, are there any questions? I mean, Mrs. Sluse, did you want to speak at all?
I think it's pretty straightforward,
Okay.
so.
Okay, questions from the board? Tom?
I have none.
Alice? Mary Ann?
No questions.
Josh? Okay, all right, let's see. Do we want to go over the findings or before we close the public hearing? Or do you want to close the public hearing and just go through and straightforward everything? Do you want to close the public hearing now? All right, then do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion to close.
Second? All in favor? Okay, so first, before we grant the special permit, we have to make the findings. So we have to make an motion with the findings. So if we want to do them individually, is that okay with everybody? Or just, does everybody, go ahead.
Sorry. It's not a non-conforming lot, so you don't need to go through those findings.
Okay.
So really, you could just vote to grant the special permit with the conditions.
Oh, okay, so we don't have, oh,
No,
okay.
you don't need to because their lot is actually very large and is conforming. So there's nothing non-conforming, so you can actually skip that part.
Okay, okay. All right, so, does anyone want to make the motion to grant? All right, let's see, I will take a motion to grant the special permit for the property located at 125 Mashapog Road to construct a 443 square foot accessory dwelling unit according to the plans and the supporting documents submitted with the following conditions. And, wait a minute, I should add the, yes.
I'm sorry, it's 843 square feet. The addition is the
800.
400 and,
Oh, I'm sorry, 843, it's right in front of me like that, okay. For 843, for Stephen and Rebecca Salucci, Salusa, sorry.
Governor's married to the governor now.
With the conditions, with the 4 conditions, all construction and site improvements shall be in conformance with the plans submitted and approved by the Zoning Board of Appeals. All state and local zoning bylaws, building codes, and regulations must be adhered to. All other necessary permits must be obtained prior to the start of construction, including approval of the Board of Health for the use of the septic system and well, and an as-built must be provided to the planning department. Do I have a motion for that? Thank you. Second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Okay, unanimous.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Very much.
Thank you all.
you're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's why your face is familiar.
Thank you.
You too, bye-bye.
Okay, next we have a determination, 26 Farquhar Road for the Blanchard Family Trust. You want to, Charlie, do you want to speak, or,
Oh, I can speak if you like.
okay,
Okay. You may recall that I came before you for a special permit for this garage a year ago, and we're just getting to the point where the builder is kind of looking at everything and making sure it gets an estimate and how it'll all fit together. And he determined the fact that we'd like to have a stairway to go up to some storage area, in the top of the garage, just to store boxes and stuff like that. And it turns out with the 24-foot depth, there's not enough depth to have the stairway go up and over and have the cars fit, and then be able to get behind the cars to go out the door, which we put on the side. And so the alternative would be then to, put the stairway outside, which certainly wouldn't be very attractive or safe, or just increase the depth of the garage by another 4 feet. So what the request is that we, instead of having it 24 by 28, it would be 28 by 28. And it doesn't change any of the other conditions. In other words, The special permit was for locating the garage, close to the property line, which was granted, and this doesn't change that at all.
Okay. Anybody have any questions? Josh?
I do not.
Mary Ann?
No, none. Fidelis?
It's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, right, it is. Tom? Okay, so, do I have a motion to, anybody want to, or do you want me to just? Okay, I will need a motion to grant the determination for the property located at 26 Farquhar Road for an additional 4 feet to the depth to the garage to accommodate the stairway. Since the project does not intensify the existing or create additional nonconformities, the owner may apply for a new building permit with the changes as shown on the plans submitted. Do I have do I have a motion? Okay.
Everyone's quiet tonight.
Second? Do I have a second? Tom, okay, all in favor? Okay, so you're good for that one?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, a request for an extension.
I'll
Do
speak
you want
on
to
this
speak
one
on
because
this
this was
Okay.
my mistake.
Yeah.
So, you'll recall when we did the codification, the Mass General laws had changed to allow special permits to be valid for 3 years. So we changed the bylaw and had that adopted, but I never changed any of the forms, so I've been giving people permits for 1 year. So, if you could just vote to grant a 2-year extension, that would clean that up so that there's actually 3 years on the special permit. And if I hit any additional, I probably won't have the applicants come in. I will just give you a list and ask you to vote. If any come up, I never even thought about changing all of our forms.
I know, that's,
So,
okay. All right, so, may I have a motion to grant the extension for the special permit to the Blanchard Family Trust to a new expiration date of February 15th, 2026?
So moved.
Okay, second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Okay, you're
Very
good to
good. Thank you
go.
very much.
Thank
you all.
you.
Very good.
Yeah. Question, so on special permits, now they're extended for 3 years.
yes.
So, but a variance is still
Still the
1
1
year?
year.
Okay, and the variance, they can only, if they want an extension, it can only be for 6 months at a time?
Yes,
All right.
that has not changed.
That's not changed, just the special permit?
Yes.
And if they need an extension for a special permit, can we do it for a year?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
It didn't change anything else, it just gave towns the ability to extend them out 3 years. I think, we've seen a lot of cases where people just can't get it done in 1 year, so makes sense.
Have a good night.
Good night.
I can come down if you want. I can come down if you want.
Oh, okay, you sure?
Yeah, yeah. Do you need me for anything else?
Okay, no, wait a minute.
It's gonna go down. Do you need me?
Okay, no, I think we're good. Next meeting is March 20th. Do we have anything,
You do.
public hearing?
Yes.
Okay.
For, I believe the address is 5 Snell Street, to convert the downstairs apartment into a small retail shop.
Okay. Okay, okay, thank you. Any old business, new business? Anybody have anything? No? Okay, so, motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Okay. Good job, everyone.